Kia ora, my name is Maria Lane and I'm here in my studio, my art studio in Dunedin, New Zealand, so welcome. I thought we'd have a look at one of my art journals and see if there's something we can finish in there. Let's go. So this is one of my journals. It's actually an old book, something about learning to draw. I'm going to break all those rules. This is one of my spread. Another page there, and another page, yeah, and then we come to one that I haven't finished yet, sort of part way through, and I'm deciding what I want to do with it. It's a photo of my grandmother when she was quite young. She's no longer alive, and yeah, it's a page to honour her. So I've put some people in the background, and I've used some collage. Now I'm going to use a jelly pen. This is a Sakura gel pen. It flows really nicely. I'm really in love with these. And yeah, I just sort of saw the marks that I made sort of look a bit like birds. So I'm drawing some birds in, thinking that a little bit of a bird theme might be called for here. And I also thought I need a little bit more white. And once I put white somewhere, I want to do it somewhere else, particularly when it's quite sort of bright like that. So I'm putting these dots in around her clothing. It sort of makes that stand out a wee bit more too. And I quite like the way that you can still see some of the lettering of the book underneath through the layers. I'm thinking about putting another bird in now, so I'm using my Staedtler Lumo colour. It's a non-permanent pencil, so it will dissolve with water. So I'm putting a bird on top of a head. I thought I'd sort of need something there, so it seemed like the right place. And I'm not that worried exactly what type of bird. I'm just making a nice shape there, and I've been using that pencil also around the figures, around the outline, the silhouettes. So it's a good reason to use that again. Using a bit of acrylic paint to make the bird stand out. I'm using Brilliant Magenta and also Quinacridone Magenta. And I sort of realised that certainly that Brilliant Magenta I haven't really used anywhere else, so I'm going to put that in somewhere else as well. So probably a good opportunity to put that there, to particularly the dark, paint on the figures seems a good place to lighten that up a wee bit. It's quite wet there now, so I'm going in with a brush, and I think I'm going in with that Quinacridone Magenta, make it a wee bit darker, and also sort of picking up a wee bit of the pencil there, that water-soluble pencil. So I'm going in with pencil just to make a little bit of an eye, going around that outside again, make it a bit more visible. A little birdie on top there, and thinking about what's next. There's the bird, quite like it. It's quite different, isn't it? Sitting there. A little bit more pink in the corner, decided there that I need that pink. A couple more spots. That Brilliant Magenta. Using a bit of watery version of that colour, and getting rid of that white spot that's there, and so making sure those silhouettes stand out enough. Going in with a bit of dark. I think I was just picking up a little bit of Payne's Grey perhaps, or there might have been a little bit of brown madder in with that as well on my palette. Some paint that I had left over, but again I'm trying to make some aspects stand out a little bit more, so I'm using the dark paint to do that. Oh, now I'm back in with the white gel pen, a little bit more of that on the bird, making sure that there's a bit of a feature. Right, a little bit more birds there. I've chosen those words from my word bowl. Explore inherited traditions. Thank you for watching.